All right, today is September 17th, 2025. We are now at the residence of 10612 South Kenneth Avenue. Insured's name is Thomas Foster. Now, the situation we have here is we had the, let's call it the rear west slope of the home covered by the insurance. So we have to remove and replace this rear slope. Okay. Now, in order for us to do a proper reinstallation of the new shingles, we have to remove all of these hip and ridge, remove this hip and ridge here, and remove that halfway down. All right. Next, we have to be able to create an envelope seal when installing the new felt paper. We have to overlap the slope 6 to 8 inches, and that is a building code, and it's also per manufacturer installation requirements. Okay, so in order for us to properly have it ready to install the new shingles, we must lay down the new felt paper and overlap the slope 6 to 8 inches. In order for us to be able to do that, we must take out the first 2 rows of shingles here. Okay, so let's just go and see how.
Damage right here.
I'm sorry?
There's damage right here. Right
Okay,
here.
can you mark that, please? Mark it as we go along. Put a little circle on it so we don't get mixed up with the... Okay, there you go. Nice and soft. You can see he's doing it nice and gently. Sorry?
Right there's a little micro.
Okay, oh yeah, it pierced. It actually pierced through right there. So circle it, yes. Okay. What he's doing is he's trying to unloosen the shingles so he'd be able to remove them. Okay, hold on. We got damage right here. That shingle's damaged. Okay. Hold on. So it got really stuck here, and as he tried to gently move it through, we have damage to the shingle here. So circle that, please. All right, next. Keep going.
Another one right here, right?
Where's that at? Okay. Okay, you know what? Let's stop with that. Okay. So we can say this section right here has failed. Okay. Now, the issue we have also is that this shingle is discontinued. So this was a full slope that was paid for. This slope has not been paid for. But again, in order for us to properly install per manufacturer installation requirements and building codes, we must overlap the new felt paper 6 to 8 inches. In order for us to do that, we must remove these 2 rows of shingles here. As you see, as we tried removing the shingles, they were just breaking, which means now those shingles need to be replaced. Again, discontinued shingle. Now we must mix and match shingles into this slope now. So now we're going to have this slope with mix and match shingles. Next. Now, here's a little more difficult one. In order to, don't touch this side because it failed already, yeah. So, in order to be able to overlap the felt paper on this slope, we must take out the shingles this way. So we're going to have to take the first row all the way down. Maybe in some areas, 2 rows. I don't want to perform the attempted repair here because due to the fact that the shingles are non-repairable and I do not want to cause any further damage to this roof. Again, we must remove all this hip and ridge, which, let me remind you that this is no longer available either. And we'd have to remove almost sometimes 1 to 2 rows of shingles. 1 to 2 shingles per row. I'm sorry. So, in order to properly install this roof, we must replace this slope, replace that slope, and replace that slope. Again, we have discontinued shingles here, and we are not allowed to mix or match per slope.